Hello guys, I want to talk about three things right now that are really top of my mind as the Earth goes through more of its weird stuff. One is what's happening to our skies. They're blue again. Where are those chemtrails? Two is, guess what? I just did a vibrational sound healing with somebody and it like blew my mind and instantly healed something. I want to share a bit about that and who that was with and put the link to her work below. And the third thing I want to talk about is the hypersynchronicity, the crazy hypersynchronicity that I'm experiencing and others are as well. And so I want to give you examples of that, and I want to point to it being an acceleration and not something to be afraid of. You know, just like we're like having new cosmic rays and peaks of radiation, cosmic radiation getting through to the Earth, and some people are feeling anxious. Sidebar, I'm actually feeling excited. So maybe our DNA is being altered, but maybe those cosmic rays are bouncing our DNA around for the better. Okay, oh, and I also want to talk about holograms. I mean, not holograms, kaleidoscope. So that's 4 topics, I think. Hang in there. I'm going to try to make it short and sweet. Okay, first of all, let's talk about the chemtrails are gone in Vancouver, Canada. For the last 6 days, we had the still out there, yeah, blue skies from heaven. And I'm hearing this around the world and other people reporting that suddenly they're normally very, I don't know, I never was a big chemtrail person, but they're normally weirdly hazy skies with strange lines through them, which we call chemtrails, are dissipating and they're having these ultra blue skies. As a friend of mine said, the sky is like just like it was when I was a little boy again. That's here in Vancouver, and I agree. It is amazing. Even as I say that, the sun is still that strange, like, holy glare, you know. Don't look at it or you have, you know, after images, white instead of yellow. Even near sunset, I can't look at the sun directly. And I know I'm not Donald Trump, I'm not looking at the eclipse, I'm just talking about glancing at the sun. Okay, so there's the skies, wow. It's just wow. I think I'm going to go to hypersynchronicity and then the spontaneous healing through a sound healing that I experienced. And I'm going to link below for you guys so you can do the sound healing too. So, but first the hypersynchronicity, okay? So lately it's gotten nuts. I'll give you some examples. I'm sitting on my sofa last night and I'm listening to an interview on my laptop with somebody. His name is Nathan Sanders. On a show called Unbiased and on the Fence. And I'm also multitasking and I'm typing onto my iPhone using voice dictation as I normally do, a message to a friend. And so, and rather than type, I voice dictate, ha, ha, ha. And literally just as I'm saying that, literally seconds after basically, or almost overlapping, this in the middle of this interview I'm listening to at the same time, this guy, Nathan, says, ha, ha, ha. I'm like, that is so weird. The timing is just immaculate and unbelievable. But another one today, the hypersynchronistic entangled universe thing. Okay, so I'm getting some trolls lately on my channel. Okay, I'm new here. I'm normally a Facebook girl. I'm not easily trolled. Like, I don't take things personally, but it is annoying, right? It's just annoying to be trolled. And so, like, one of my trolls said, you know, one of them said, you're lifting stuff from Lisa Harrison. And I'm like, I watched one of her videos and the first 3 seconds of another one over 5 months. I'm not a real Lisa Harrison follower. And why would I lift something? In fact, the video they were commenting on was me telling about my QHHT session and what has transpired in it 2 videos back and putting a link to the bottom. So I don't know how my QHHT is lifting from Lisa. But the other part of it is things like one guy said, Ellen, you're awfully cute, but all you do is talk about yourself and you need to get some friends or something like that. And I'm like, I'm sharing my dreams of rising waters that I think are prophetic. And I'm talking about my QHHT, in which this is the same video. Anyway, you get it, right? In which I can see rising waters and land mass changes. And somehow that's all about me. Okay, so I got irritated. I'm gonna, no doubt about it. So this happened this afternoon. I finally got around to replying to a lot of comments on that video too back because there's 4,000 views, and finally got around to catching up. And I try to read all my comments and answer all my comments. And I get in my car, literally after all those comments were answered, and I'm still, those 2 people are so not nice. And I get in my car, and the station I'm listening to is called The Peak in Vancouver. The female DJ and the male that work together, they're talking, and she's saying, what is it with the trolls online? Why are people so mean? And then she spends like 3 or 4 minutes talking about some trolls that have been trolling her and criticizing her eyebrows, and it's from her online presence, not her radio presence. And then they're laughing about it, and they're saying, well, you know, they're just talking about how you can easily get over it if you just realize these people are sad and have no lives or something. But I had to laugh. What are the odds of me getting trolled or finding out I've been trolled and then responding to the trolls and then being irritated by the trolls and then literally getting in my car right after, and for some reason the DJ on that station that I happen to be listening to that today is talking about the same thing. So I had to laugh. So that's hypersynchronicity or super entanglement. It's where I start to think reality isn't real, which we're going to talk about too, the kaleidoscope, and then the healing chick with the sound. Okay, so I'm really into this. I'm going to try to see if you guys can do the kaleidoscope thing. Wait, hang on. If I turn it like this, oh, this is tricky. Wait, okay, I can see it with my eye. So if I put it up to the camera lens, there we go. I'm thinking you're going to be able to see. Yes, you are. Woohoo! So how the kaleidoscope works is you turn it and look. Yeah, you know this, right? This is plastic bits in a toy. Normally, back in the days, it would have been glass. Okay, so reality to me is a kaleidoscope. So we say we're going to ascend from 3D to 4D to 5D, and I'm like, really? Are you sure? Like, that's like a ladder, right? What if it's not? What if it's like this? What if there are a finite number of ingredients called particles, or bits and pieces or pixels, I don't know what they are, that make, or computer code for all I know, that make up reality, and then it can be configured in an infinite number of ways. So when we talk about timelines and jumping timelines and all of that, maybe what we're talking about is actually not timelines, but configurations of reality. And so I bring this up because as we're going into this time, which people are talking about, the new earth and ascension and stuff, maybe what we're really talking about is how is reality being reconfigured? And if there's an infinite number of configurations, are we collectively trying to configure reality to the best possible outcome for Earth, Mother herself, and those of us on her, including all the plants and animals that are riding this cosmic starship with us. All right, that's that. And the last thing I want to say, 8 minutes, I'm trying to keep it under 10. Oh my God, I'm going to put the link below to a woman named Jaylene. And I listened to I had a private session with her today, which I'm going to report on in another video. But I listened to her speaking at a conference, a recording of it, on Sunday, and at the end of it she does a sound healing for everybody there. Now, if you want to fast forward to the very end of an hour and 50 or 60 minutes, or whatever it is, 2 hours, do so. Listen to her sound healing, ideally with earbuds, better than, you know, just in the air. And I did the sound healing on Sunday night, Sunday 5 o'clock or whatever, and this is Tuesday, I'm recording this, and I wanted to heal this sciatic, it's not sciatica, the sacroiliac joint has been inflamed on this side of my body for 2.5 months on and off, and I haven't been able to sleep on the right side of my body because of it, because it would throb in the night, and I'm just like, oh, I don't want to be a chronic sacroiliac joint person who, you know, forever has got like a weird gait and can't sleep on her right side, so I need to do something, and it's in my mind, and physio hasn't worked. Sigh. I happened to be tuned into her. I really love what she had to say. She's a former geneticist, scientist. Now she's a healer and a vibrational healer, and her business is vibrational genetics, I think it's called. She's very low-key in Santa Cruz, California. She's not famous at this juncture. She probably will be. And I listened to her recording, and my body started to actually vibrate while I was listening. I could feel energy going, whoosh, like lightning bolt energy flooding through my body from the top of my head. I felt it flood into the back of my body, my tailbone, and my lower spine. I slept the last 2 nights since then with not one problem on my right side, and when I walk and stuff, I feel no discomfort in my SI joint. So I'm just saying. So I'm putting her link down here so you can try her out as well. And here's a synchronicity for you. Jaylene is a really weird name. She spells it J-E-I-L-E-N-E or something like that. But I've been getting the synchronistic song over and over again for a month on my magic music shuffle, I call it, where I put my Spotify on, I say, is there a message for me about, or, you know, I try to get guidance through synchronistic music shuffles. It works with the car radio as well, but better with your Pandora, Spotify, or iTunes library on shuffle. And I've been getting this Dolly Parton song, Jolene. Now I have like hundreds and hundreds of songs on my shuffle. So Jolene, you know, Dolly Parton, Jolene, Jolene, and her name is Jaylene, and it's so similar that I recognize that she was foretold by Spotify. That's everything. That's my catch up today, guys, and I don't even know what day it is anymore. It's July something. Anyway, it doesn't really matter. The video will timestamp it. So please try out her sound healing below, and I'm going to put a second report about the private session because I want to see how my body changes for other health issues afterwards. I'm not going to report on it until, of course, I have evidence for how it works or not. But just give her a try. Okay, love you guys, and yeah, please don't troll me. I'm honestly not out there trying to like make your life miserable. So just leave me alone. You know, if you don't like me, that's fine. Like this necklace I'm wearing, some people get all bent into shape, upside down peace sign. Okay, so it happens to be this a rune for protection, and yes, it's surrounded by circles, so it's an upside down peace sign. I didn't even know it was really a rune for protection. Someone told me that. I've always worn it this way because it feels right to me. I like it this direction. Okay, so I just like it that way. I didn't even know why. And what do I need protection from? Probably from myself, you know, but I just like it. It's pretty that way. Don't make it anything. It's not the devil. It's nothing. It's just an upside down peace sign. It's also a rune. I can't remember the name of the rune or the rune stones of the rune signs, but it's a rune for protection as well. All right. Thanks for listening this long. And if you put comments below, I read them. And I usually comment or put a heart to let you know that I read it. Thanks a lot, guys.